Hi everyone, this is James Braithwaite of Braithwaite Physiotherapy, helping you to move beautifully. And today, we're going to talk about a postural dysfunction that is less common, but still important to address. So in this video blog and on my webpage, I've spoken on many occasions in the past at length, I think, about basic posture cues, which for most people are what I call the tuck, 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 the three tucks. It's tucking in your shoulder blade, right? Rotating that into your body, tucking in your ribs, and then tucking in your chin. Tuck, 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 right? So you're probably familiar with that if you've seen some of my videos in the past. I love that type of a posture cue. The problem is, though, in a minority of people, not most people, but a minority of people, there's a problem. And that problem is that they spend too much time in this overextended position. There's too much sort of straightness. We call that extension in the thoracic spine, the upper back. And as I say, for most people, not a problem, but for some people, it is. And those people might come from backgrounds where sort of standing to attention is an important feature of their life. The most common example would be military type people, right? Like in a sort of upright, chin tucked, hyper, sort of chest puffed out type position. Dancers, though, are another common group of people. Ballroom dancers, ballet dancers, those types of folks. Or just anyone who is maybe over attentive to their posture. You can take these things too far sometimes. And while it's a minority of people that experience this discomfort in extension, it is an important minority worth addressing. These people will notice, most of all, this is your little cue to figure out if this is you or not. You'll notice that as you try to bring your arms up into overhead position, there can be, as you go into that extended position and overhead, discomfort, right? Discomfort that is relieved when you actually introduce a little bit of bend, a little bit of forward flexion. So if it's easier for you to raise your arms up into an overhead position with a little bit of flexion, which you can test by drawing your chin towards your chest, so chin to chest, just like this, just a little bit. If it's easier for you to bring your arms into an overhead position like that than it is with the tuck, 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 then you're probably, or you may be, one of these folks. And if that is you, then there are a couple of great exercises that I've got for you, of course, forthwith. Number one exercise, simplest thing. You're going to walk up to a wall like this, and perhaps, Jan, you can sort of come over to the side here and catch me from the side. What you're going to do is you're going to get yourself up against a wall. You're going to get your forearms against the wall, just like so, right? Then what I'm going to do is, as I did just a moment ago, I'm going to bring my chin towards my chest ever so slightly. Not like this, just ever so slightly, like this, right? Little gentle little flexion there. And I'm going to work on bringing my arms up and down, up and down, sliding up and down against the wall. It should be smooth, comfortable movement. This should not be uncomfortable. You're going to do 15 to 20 reps of that. Let's say 20 reps for good measure, okay? Slight chin to chest, up, overhead, 20 times, just like that. Okay? That's exercise number one. You can do that at your leisure. If this one works for you, you can do that 3 to 5 times a day. Exercise number two. You're going to take a pillow or a roll towel, like a big beach towel, roll it up. You're going to sit in your chair. And you're going to get your rolled towel or your pillow and sort of tuck it under your rib cage, just like so. Now you're going to use that as this little fulcrum that you can sort of curve over. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm coming into this sort of little curved position, just sort of relaxing over my roll. My roll helps me to achieve that extra little bit of curve. And I'm just going to get into position like that. This is a nice one because you don't really have to do that much. It's a really relaxing, chill type of exercise. So I get into position. I get into my chill, somewhat flexed posture, and I'm just going to breathe into it like this. And as I breathe in, I'm going to feel my ribs mobilizing. I'm going to feel a little bit of stretch through my upper back, and it should feel good. And then you can then go on to retest afterwards. Hey, what does my overhead arm position feel like? And it should feel better. And you can test that. If it works for you, then by all means go forth and do that too. Once again, I might do 10 breaths on that one, 10 deep breaths, and then retest. Should be better. If it is, go forth and do this 3 to 5 times a day. So you've got 2 options there, right? You've got your sliding against the wall, just like so, right? You've got your curling over the pillow and breathe. See which one works for you. Let me know if it works. Have fun with it. If it doesn't feel good, then obviously don't do it, because as I mentioned, this is a minority of people who suffer from this hyperextension type dysfunction. So only a select group of people will be appropriate for this. So have fun with that. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Once again, I'm James Braithwaite of Braithwaite Physiotherapy, helping you to move beautifully. Have a great day.